and BAU support operations, ensuring the alignment of security initiatives with business objectives across diverse client environments. His core technical strengths include DLP, data classification, PKI and CLM, IRM, vulnerability assessment, firewall analyzer, and DDoS protection solutions. Currently working as an information security specialist at MDocs Pune, Dr. Kadam plays a critical role in managing DLP, PKI, CLM, WAF, and incident response operations, leading a team of security professionals and preparing the organization for compliance audits, including PCI DSS. His prior roles include working as a senior information security analyst at Rabbit and Tortoise Technology Solutions, where he specializes in the
Nadab sir, thank you so much. I mean, it's a big introduction
yeah,
actually. It's
where he
enough for
uh,
today.
data loss prevention, vulnerability management, and WF fine tuning.
Etc. Dot.
Alongside his professional career, Dr. Kadam holds a PhD in computer applications, has authored 7 research papers and 3 books, and has over a decade of teaching experience as assistant professor at Bharati Vidyapit University, Pune. His strong research background complements his technical expertise, enabling him to approach cybersecurity challenges with both practical insights and academic rigor. Dr. Kadam has also pursued continuous professional development, completing CISSP training, AWS certified security specialty, and advanced training in leading DLP solutions. Known for his exceptional communication, analytical, and problem solving skills, he thrives in multicultural environments and excels at team leadership, security, solution delivery, and enhancing organizational security postures. So, we have such an eminent personality with us for holding this session. I request Dr. Pramod Kadam sir to take the charge and deliver his valuable contents. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Nadab sir. Could you just check my voice if it is enough loud and clear?
It is clear. It is audible.
Yes,
It's
sir, it's
audible.
clear.
Thank you. Uh, Let me share my screen quickly and to come back to the actual points and some study I've gone through for this presentation. So we will discuss that in a brief. Is that visible? Let me know if my screen is visible and
Yes, sir, it's visible.
yes, it's visible. We are at the very first slide of this presentation, and don't worry, just take a kind of a back rest and stretch your body. I know after a 1.5 hour of AI sessions to have another AI session, so it's a tough for manage, but I ensure that you will not get bored, or I try to engage you with various kinds of activities. And by the way, we have to perform one demonstrations together. So this is a blend of some theoretical plotting plus more practical approach, how we can implement chatbot and virtual assistants in actual education and how we can use it. So at least we can take a baby steps towards the solution part. And now before I start, I am curious to know about, you were asking many doubts, and somewhere sir was collecting your questions in the last sessions. He was preparing a consolidated sheet and forwarding to the presenter, last presenter. I think Dr. Amol was there, and he's supposed to be answered to your question. So here is actually problem statement is, and for which we try to figure out how we can fix this problem. So solution with virtual assistants. So you are not required to be remain all time available for your students. So you just take it in a context of our daily life where we have to be maintain a rapport between teacher and students. So you are not required to be remain all times alongside to the students to solve their queries. So how we can solve this problem? Assistance with the help of some virtual chatbots. That's the solution they're at. And that's the topic for today. So I try to just plot the what chatbot means. It's a just conventional way to plot the theory and to get audience aligned with this topic actually. So sometimes chatbots, bots, uh, chat windows, or sometimes the virtual assistants, Google assistants. These are the crazy words are always around us, and it's a boom of AI everywhere. Everyone is asking for AI. AI doing this, AI doing that. After Grok, after this DeepSeek, ChatGPT, so what not, Meta, I mean, Copilot. These are the few names, but believe me, guys, every big industry is nowadays looking after their own AI solution. So why they require their own AI solutions? That's the big question you're supposed to be asked yourself, or this could be a space for your research. Why? If the information is generic, if I ask one question to say ChatGPT, if I ask the same question to Group, or same question to say Perplexity, Airtel, so they're supposed to be answered in a same flow or somewhere in a difference in a language, but answer would be somewhere a same. Example, what is the color of apple? So of course the apple coloring very generic question is asked. So everyone has to give a same answer. But still every industry, every big industry, every big IT industry is looking after their own solution. Why? That why will trigger your research. All right, it's a totally different topic, but by the way, on this journey, I try to challenge you to note it down, figure it out, what research topic you could take after this presentation, and if you could able to develop that in a perspective of your research paper or somewhere going ahead your PhD topic, then definitely this would be very helpful for you. So coming back to the topic where we were talking about what chatbot and what virtual assistants means. Chatbot and virtual assistants all starts with this AI. This AI is important. And nowadays, I don't know how this myth is coming into the market that everyone just, talking like AI will take your job, AI will replace you. But I don't think so. The same kind of a myth or same kind of a folklores, I would say, were there in the market when there was computerizations or web computerizations came into the picture. But over a period of the time, we as employees or we as the educators are learned to use the computer into a day-to-day life. Similarly, going ahead, AI will not replace you, but you have to learn how you can use that AI into your day-to-day activities. That is quite important. If you are not giving a priority to AI to use into your daily routine, then definitely someone can replace you, but definitely that's not AI. So you have to habitual to use AI into your day-to-day operation to make your life easy. Before computer, there was the banking operations occurs very nicely, very flawlessly. But when computer comes, speed increased. So similarly, when AI is added work, so efficiency and efficacy of your work is get boosted. So suppose one project is get completed in a 3 month. So now vendor is expected to complete that project in a 20 days, in a 1 month. So the rest of the 2 months you can invest into the other factors. So that's what gonna to be happen in a coming days. So just remove the myth or remove the folklores. If you have in your mind AI will replace you, no, it's hardly possible, or it would be replaced, as I said, if you are not using AI. By the way, chatbot, it's a powered program and it's a simulate like a human conversation. So everything what we were talking and what we going to be talk throughout this session, it's all about conversational technologies, how you can deal with the system and how system will answer or feed you back. That's all about the conversational technologies. So whether it's a chatbot or virtual assistants, all is about the conversational technologies. For the time being, I'm not going to be take you through the literally slide by slide, just to plot the subject. It's enough to be understand. Chatbot is very basic kind of a functionality, and when you talk about virtual assistants, it extends chatbots up to some level where at AI and the generative AI is comes into picture, and the scope of chatbot is goes beyond what it's a conventional framework becomes. By the way, throughout the discussion, if you feel any question is relevant to ask, then please drop that message into our chat box or into chatting or sending a message which is available at your right hand side. I think the part is clear about the chatbot and virtual assistants means what. So where and how this conversational AI came into the picture. It's very interesting. We are not talking about very advanced technology. My dear friend, we are talking about something which is there into market from 1960s. Yes, it has some basic capabilities. It has certain limitations, of course, but this technology is not new. Chatbot technology is not new. So it has kind of a flow is maintained. If computer background can, those who have a computer background, they can understand. There were the expert systems like where you have to be asked questions in a if and else, and if this, then what to do that. This is called to be a expert systems. So set of questions to be asked, and you expect answers from that system. This is what basic functionality of a chatbots, and which were there into the market since from 1960s. So we are not talking about the new technology. It's there into the market. So what new that need to be understand? Well, as I said, this is your expert system. So after expert system, just take you back to the evolution, how and where we are stands right now in present. So it's expert systems in very short and very simplified way we could see. Thereafter, the next part is start like machine learning. These all expert systems takes together to prepare a machine to learn by themselves. There are some statistical models behind which learns, what inputs are coming, train their models, and basis of that training, the things are start coming up. And the things which spurs out in the technology is machine learning, which makes again the life easy to the techno savvy person. So now they could able to expect answers just out of the box, what chatbot used to be provided earlier. Going ahead, this machine learning is okay enough. No, we have to be go ahead to start with your deep learning. So deep learning is goes like much deeper into the machine learning, much complicated models, much predictive or analytical or say analysis based things are being involved, and now deep learning gives you more precise solutions. So somewhere the precisions are start being increased when the deep learning came into the market, and the deep learning is nowadays into the markets. In present, we have many solutions available in the market which are based on the deep learning. Let's say example, if you used to be have say any what do you say SIM card based solutions or mobile phone having Airtel networks or Jio networks, and you have taken one plan. So next month or basis of what data you used to be have, and what kind of information you used to be download. What is your usage? Yeah, correct word is usage. What your usage becomes. Basis of that, the what is the best plan for you that is being suggested in the next billing cycle, that is deep learning. So deep learning is there in the market. So presently, yes, we are using deep learning. So we are a step ahead to the machine learning. So if you say uh, we are in a machine learning, no, we are a step ahead. So it's a deep learning which is market is using nowadays. Taking it ahead, there is nowadays, if you could see everywhere, you could see the Gen AI. So from Chat GPT, you would have heard and you would have using the Gen AI concept, which is happening in now. It means database is extended at very large scale. It has no limitations, in fact, whether it's your structured data, unstructured data, whether it's databases of certain images, predictive data, whatnot, that everything is being a part of this big database. Usually we used to be call them as a knowledge base. And now this Gen AI becomes a game changer. It could give you a solution in few seconds. It has excellent crawling mechanism at the behind. So it collects all the responses from the various sources, collect it and prepare a solution basis of what question is aligned for. This is something best about the Gen AI. So presently we are using Gen AI from last 3-4 years. We are very much into the Gen AI. Now, after that, what is the future? Right? Everyone is interested to know about it. So future would be agentic. Looking for agentic. It's a more personalized. More personalized. Try to understand. So Gen AI up to here, it gives the questions, processor is processing it, gives a solution in few seconds. But it's a near to real time. It's not a real time conversation with machine. When it comes to agentic AI, so it's a more or like very real time. If you have heard about Grok, Grok is like answer to your question in a very funny way. So it has ability to make crack the joke. If any subject is say wider and bit complicated, so in between they try to simplify and gives you a kind of a human sense by cracking a simple jokes. So this is something so making you engagement or it's engage you with the system. So here the customization is matters a lot, but still the lag of processing is there. So this Grok is into a Gen AI step. We are looking something which is more customized, which is more peculiar. So it could provide you very niche solution of your problem by understanding your liking, your interest, what you have searched in past. Basis of that, your personality, your digital personality is there with that agent. And with that agent only, it means that every person would have separate agents to learn for. And based on what you have asked, what your say past experience, it could give you a solution. This is something agent AI is happening. Is the stories ends here? No. We are looking this agent AI into a quantum. Now, quantum computer are new future of us. I mean, if the 2-digit yes, no, and 1-0 can change the world, you just think if it is 3 digits, 1-0 or 1-1 becomes a game changer. The speed of computer processing will going to be take it at a different height. So we have to be prepare our AIs to that level. So this is what something happen and happening in a way ahead in upcoming futures. And when I say upcoming futures, so don't expect to this happen somewhere in a 10 years down to the line, 20 years down to the line. No, it's going to be happen in next 2-3 years only. So technology changing every after 3 months. So what mobile you have brought today, that mobile becomes old after the 3 months. things are coming into the market very frequently, very rapidly, and that's what we can expect this kind of a technology to hit the market in upcoming 3 to 5 years. Taking to the second generation, where we have a lot of things to be talk about the NLPs, so natural language processing. Before me, many of the presenter would have given you idea like natural language processing, how it works and what not. So I think it's not a big deal to understand the natural language processing, but I could take you to the something which is called to be LLM. Yeah, LLM. That is quite important, large language model. So I would suggest you must listen one podcast which is given by Andres Carpete and Amit Jain. Excellent comments he had made after the podcast. He said, I quote it here. So nowadays, in worldwide, I'm talking, there are only some thousand people who are having expertise of LLM. Few thousands, guys, come on. And here is a scope for as a educationers or you are always education. We are looking as a novel profession, and they are always found to be a trendsetter. So this is the place where you have to prepare your next generation to learn the LLM. And if today 1,000 people can prepare AI, which we could able to see it at this stage, tomorrow, if they are, say, 1 lakh or 2 lakh people are start putting their efforts together for LLM, then definitely that AI will take it a different height. So LLM is something where you have to be, put your focus more over. So again, I would like to highlight this point through this discussion. If somebody can write a research how LLM can be used for various operations into the education. So it's again a fantastic research topic for upcoming, researchers to carry forward. Yeah. So NLP, ML, LLM. So these words you would find throughout my presentation. So to just make you familiar with this word, so I've plotted this. All right. So the next generation, the generation which is we call to be Gen Zs and Gen Alphas, you always found them with smartphones. They always there with the smartphones, whether it's a regular study, whether it's a their day-to-day work, they're always there with some smart devices, maybe iPad, maybe iPhones, their Android phones, and they are engaging themselves with certain social medias. So we have to take the benefit of it, and we have to be prepared. The conventional, methods to remove back, and the new conversational interfaces has to be integrated with the smartphones. And the third generation came into the picture, which is uh, integrating the conversational interfaces with your smartphones. So smartphones nowadays are like your WhatsApp, and WhatsApp also have their own AI solutions. So such kind of solutions are being into the market. Today, this conversational AI is transforming with the various industries. So if you could restrict AI to a specific to the education, then it's not enough for the scope. Along with the education, there are other industries also counting on AI to transform the whole process into a more precise way, in more precisions or very aggressively. So that is something expectation from AI is at now. So this is what a fourth generation of AI where at we lies now. Am I audible? Just anyone can confirm?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
is good now?
Yes.
Yeah, fine. All right. So taking you ahead to the next slide to learn something about what the key features. Still, we are there at background setting. So key features, it's a natural language understanding. So everyone have the language, what do you say, the paralanguage effect. Paralanguage effect is something called to the lehza. I mean, everyone is talk in their own tone, in own way. So here I'm talking with you with some tone or frequency. So that also need to be captured, and it would have some ambiguous phrases that need to be convert into the understandable word and then respond it back. That is something, challenge earlier. But now when we talk about these chatbots and these virtual assistants, this is been now made feature of the chatbot or feature of your virtual assistants. All right, so this is a key feature nowadays. Earlier, this was a bit difficult. Even in a Maharashtra itself, region-wise, when you start traveling, so not just Maharashtra, over the India, multiple languages, multiple slang words, jargons are being used. So to understand them and to processing is become a challenging. And now that was a challenge. That challenge is being converted into the feature. Yeah. To remain with the contextual awareness, yeah, it's necessary because if you goes somewhere out of box, then that is not called to be a good solution or fit with exact requirement of a user. So considering that part, that solution should remember what the previous interreactions, what was the past dialogue with that user had, and basis of that, they should provide us the next solution. And it's all upon how you feed to the system, and system learns your say inputs, and then after they provide the solutions accordingly. Yeah, machine learning and integration with other systems are their key players. These are the capabilities which takes the whole virtual assistance with a different height or to a good way. All right, some technical comments here with. By the time we have a plot with what chatbot means, what features it has, somewhere now we have to be look after how does this work? And of course, very first question coming to your mind. Well, it's good to have machine learning and NLPs and LLM, you said, but where they lies? So here this figure is self-explanatory, not required to be explain much about this figure. So machine learning itself is a big core area, whereas we are just focusing for natural languages, natural language processing, and out of that box, the very peculiar part where we have to be focused is large language model. All right. So large language model, this is the focus for today's discussion. To do so, you should know some, it requires some technical or it has some technical dependencies. But of course, considering the management folks and other fraternity into this session, I would suggest you are not required to be go with or stick with this requirement. Just having your knowledge, some programming language are behind this and they run the whole show. All right. So those were the computer guys, or those are having a computer background, they could able to understand what IDE means. It's an integrated development environment, where it exactly, if you want to start your own project to develop your own AI-based solution or say virtual assistants. So how do I start from, and what I should download, which product, which solution, which open source IDEs can help me out to do so. So here is the answer for your question. So Jupyter Lab or Spider is the best solutions, guys. You can start with Jupyter Lab. It has excellent GUI, graphical user interface. So even if you are not having background of computer, doesn't matter. It just requires firing elite. So if you really want to do something for your students, and if you have bit knowledge, technological, if you are bit techno savvy, then Jupyter Lab is the best solution for you. Some programming languages, if you have, then it's an add-on. It's a cherry on cream. So it's a Python, C++, Julia, and the R language. I think in a teaching faculty, I mean, in education fraternity, the R language is very famous. Basically, this R is being used for your statistical analysis, and it's a basically tailored for excellent statistical modeling and the data visualization purpose. So if you have knowledge of R, then yes, you can do your own, you can perform, you can prepare your own virtual assistants. Yeah. Coming ahead to know about the system requirements, CPUs or GPUs. So this is interesting. I mean, I want to spend some time here to talk about, to bark about, in fact, what CPU and GPU is. Generally, CPUs everyone is aware about. When it comes to the GPUs and the war, GPU war, if it is, you have just know about the NVIDIA stock market crisis, how this has been happened after the DeepSeek. So just having solution is not enough. I mean, enough nowadays, guys. So, folk, you should come up with a minimum technological dependency with excellent performance with minimum cost. So these are the parameters nowadays being considered if you want to make something called to be a good AI solution. So generally talking about the GPU, NVIDIA has monopoly into the market. So NVIDIA has the stock was like touching to sky, and they were like only the key players, I would say, who used to be prepare a chip. And those techno chips are being used into GPUs are being used for the processing of AI. But DeepSeek made becomes a game changer. This Chinese AI startup launched the cost-effective LLM, which is called to be GPT-4, which could train on CPUs. So you're not required to have GPUs anymore. As a result, you know that training cost, what DeepSeek claim is around $6 million, and because of this, the stocks are hit badly. NVIDIA stocks hit badly, and their stocks are plunged literally 17%. These are the figures from the media. So 17% downfall is being shown into NVIDIA stock markets. So, and the 17% is about 600 billion in a market value. So this is considered to be the largest single day drop in history. So you can consider what was the hit of this AI into the market nowadays. So, so it's not just enough to have any AI solution. You have to be prepared that AI solution which should be affordable, scalable, and it should have less hardware dependency. Right? And by the way, I mean, just take you back to again this slide, and taking you with a recent news into the market. If you have touched with what happening into this semiconductor era. So recently, Honorable PM, recently I mean just last week only, in a semicon conference, Honorable PM Narendra Modi has unveiled the first indigenous chip into the market. So which is of a 32-bit processor, and it's tested successfully. So there were the dependency of India or other countries. It's the US, Taiwan, and China in large extent. We used to be import these computational chips from them. Now, if we talk about the indigenous chip, then definitely this is a game-changing, or it's a I would say cornerstone in the progress of AI. This will boost in a different way, like it would boost the local industry, and really here we claim like we are progressing from local to vocal, right? So here, this will definitely boost the local industry, which will support the domestic electronics, your PCB assemblies, and IoT manufacturing in large extent. Of course, the energy efficiency. So this will increase. I mean, sorry, 30% of lower power consumptions would notified after the imported alternatives, and this will create a new job into the market. And of course, when the new jobs comes along with that, the new startups also expected. And of course, it has another benefit in a geopolitical way. So that geopolitical advantage is like an add-on. So position of India is considered to be like a trusted global semiconductor hub in upcoming years. Well, now machine learning, where it lies and how NLPs and LLM becomes, that is now clear after this slide. And we talked much about the CPU and the GPU. Yeah, quickly I take you what the benefit if we start using the chatbots and the virtual assistants. So it has the benefits to the students and to the faculties or facilitator. It's better to be used the word facilitator instead of using say faculty or teacher, because when you say yourself as a facilitator, then you are carrying more responsibilities on your shoulder. So just a teacher is not enough nowadays, because information is amply available over the market. So even if you just ask a simple questions to students can search for it and can prepare assignments on basis of it. So just teacher is not enough. So facilitator is somewhere you have to be going way ahead. So 24/7 availability is matter, right? So it's not possible someone to be remain 24/7 available. So your virtual assistants can help you in that way to remain touch with students, remain touch with your say trainees. So that is what a benefit of having the virtual assistants. For a time being, let's say we will take some example like if somebody start asking the queries like in earlier session only, few of our participants want to ask the questions, but because of the availability of time, so we could not able to get the answers. So here the 24/7 availability is required. That this the last statement is like a problem statement and the solution is of it with virtual assistants. So how is possible? We are coming with the solutions in a virtual assistants. It will increase your efficiency and say like if it is a cost related aspect, then it's a cost saving solution and it increase your customer experience. Of course, if anytime if student is expecting teacher to teach you and clear your doubts and give you inputs, and if you remain available for them, then this is something increases the experience. It enhances their experiences. So this is something. These are the something benefits of chatbots or virtual assistants to have. Now, very niche question somebody can ask here, like, okay, all right, but in this era where we have a chatbot, we have we have a chat GPT or various Gen AI solutions available amply freeware. So then is that virtual assistance is really requiring if the chat GPT is there? I mean, if I want to be asked question, instead of asking question to teacher, it's a better to be asked question to this one, chat GPT. Chat GPT can give me better answer with different resources from different resources with accuracy, with references, with add-on something called to be reading or suggested readings. So then still the virtual assistance is required. Then dear friends, yes, still virtual assistance is required. Understand, ChatGPT is very generative. And when we talk about the virtual assistance, then virtual assistance is very specific. So we are taking the solution from general solution to the specific solution. So we are at the very specific solution. So virtual assistance is very specific solution. ChatGPT is very general solutions available for it. So this, after the touching this niche question, I think I have answered your question even if not been asked. But understand the purpose and the scope why we require the virtual assistants, because the ChatGPT's purpose is very general. So it's a very general conversational AI designed to handle wide range of queries, whereas virtual assistants for education, so this very domain specific. So virtual assistants for education is a separate model we would have. Then virtual assistants for automobile sector would be a separate model we may have, or say virtual assistants for say some banking related aspects, maybe a different model we have. Instead of clubbing all together, let make them separate, because there is a reason behind it. The reason is it's a privacy and the security, and moreover it's a customized personalization, and the context awareness is quite important. So that's the reason virtual assistance is very much required. All right. So so coming here, I would like to focus more on the privacy and the security aspect of this virtual assistance. Now, this ChatGPT, you ask several questions to the ChatGPT. ChatGPT answers to your questions. But remember, folk, behind the screen, ChatGPT prepares your digital personality. So he has all your details. By mistakes or the learning model itself connect the dots and prepare your digital personality, which is somewhere dangerous. Somewhere just because of certain rules, we used to upload our photographs, and out of the curiosity, we want to see how I look after 50 years, or say at the age of say 60. So age versioning you want to be have. So here all your data you are uploading to the ChatGPT server, your iris, how your facial textures becomes, that every details you are uploading there at the ChatGPT. So here the privacy matters, and the same privacy we have to be think in the context of education fraternity, because we are just gets aware after the privacy rules. But before us there is called to be GD, General Data Protection, right? GDPR, which is European Commission, is being largely used since from 90s. So they have identified the importance of the privacies to given for every individual. So general data protection right. So they have made the right, and ones who breach these laws know they are being heavily penalized. So heavily, not just person with organization also, these rules are being applied. And that's the reason the compliances, PCI compliances or PII compliances, GDPR compliances. So these are the various compliances every COR industry is required after it. So it has a specific name, Wassenaar's arrangement. It's a totally different topic for the discussion. In some of the other session, we will try to put a focus only for so how the privacy rights and where India is, remain, or what the stand of India there at. Recently, India has come up with one rule is, or one act is DPTPA. This is recently, as in 2023, in the month of August, I believe 11th August 2023 only, India has come up with DPDPA. DPDPA, it's a Digital Personal Data Protection Act. This is made for India only. And by the way, this act is applied to everywhere, including students' data. In fact, education itself is carrying very critical data. Students are like a central point of any nation building, and their data, if remains at stake, then that is not affordable in upcoming future. I think this would be the third topic for research one could choose for. So what critical data is Indian education industry handles, and how they can handle it very protective, or in very what do you say, in a very secure way. So that would be again one topic for the research. You can write a research paper on this topic also, because in US they have very specific law for this. It's called to be FERA. FERA. So FERA is what? It's a Family Education Act, and something Family Education Act somewhere. It's called to be Family Education Rights and Privacy Act. FERA it's called to be. So this FERA is made for only for the students. So their education records. It grants specific rights to the parents and students regarding how they can access, amended, or they have a control over their own information. So disclosure of their personal identifiable information, they want to be put under the very secure way. That's what the FERA is, exist into US. So GDPR is for this one. I said European Commission and European countries, and when it comes to be FERA is specifically applicable for US, and DPDPA is something which is applicable to Indian industry, including education industry. We can't make us separate from industry definition. So education industries also come under the ambit of DPDPA. So when we ask our students to provide their PAN cards, or say their personal identifiable information, then you are under the DPDPA. So the rules or the act is not been implemented fully as of now, but in upcoming future, definitely this DPDPA may increase their level of level of implementation far better than what now we have. Excuse me. By the way, you start putting your queries into chat if you have any. So we are asking the question to ourselves: is the virtual assistance is required in this world of ChatGPT? So answer is yes, it is required, because ChatGPT is very powerful to no doubt for open-ended learning system, but virtual assistance remains essential for the structured, secure, and integrated educational support. So we have talked a lot about the secure and about the structured also. Okay, just a minute, excuse me. Yeah, applications across the industries. I don't want to take you over every industry. I just focus over the education industries, where we want to make our own, very personalized tutoring, and the study materials and answering to the students' questions has to be very peculiar to their context. All right. So who are the benefits of it? So two beneficiaries we have to majorly consider. One is the student, and another is this one, a facilitator. I try to avoid the word teacher here. We use facilitator here. So these are the two major beneficiaries of it. So it will provide you the learning supports, academic assistance, 24/7 availability, and the reminders. Timely reminders are required. So in case if I would not able to join, my best teacher's session today, so that information or that session should get recorded, can available on my smartphone. So remaining at my at home, I could able to enjoy the live session, and I can ask questions to, or ask doubts to my favorite teacher. They can answer me. So this is what nowadays the expectations. In case if I would not able to attend the live sessions, no problem. That live session should store somewhere at the cloud, and basis of my own space, I could able to use that live session, not live sessions, stored sessions for the further learning purpose. And now you can forward, backward, and you can ask questions, various questions in between this process that could be possible. So it has several benefits if you take the virtual assistance in that way. All right, the benefits of faculties. Yeah, efficient communication is much required, and administrative support. Often we have seen uh, facilitators are remain busy with some administrative support, whether it's attendance or to managing um, students' assignments, their evaluation. But this has to be managed now automatic way, and the virtual assistants can help you to create they can support you instead of create. I would say support you to make your administrative support work in very better way. So you can focus over the students to make them more uh, or innovative way. You can teach them, you can encourage those students in your role of teaching and learning. So that is something expected from nowadays from the facilitators. So you are not just a common teacher, you are become campaigner alongside, who sit alongside with the students, who actually in a journey partner. You are the journey partner of your career partner, journey partner with your students, and they can take you in that way. So you are remain in that role now instead of just seeing us as a common teacher. So I quickly take you what the challenges and limitation it has, and then after we will start with a simple demonstration how you can implement actual chatbot or this one virtual assistants for your day-to-day work. So it's completely at the top. If you see the lack of natural language understanding, yeah, natural language understanding is there, but somewhere the difficulties is happening. So interpreting the complex languages. In fact, being a human being also, I mean, within Maharashtra also, if somebody is talking their very native language, so we could not able to be understand. And as a being a Punegar, we always try to. I take a. I mean, I sorry for that, but being a Punegar, we always put a comments like this word has to be pronounced in that way. So here the perfect word requires to become, right. That sarcasm has to be overcome, but not up to that level. So that lack of natural language understanding is still there with this bot also, with this virtual assistants also. So that is something is the challenge or limitation for your virtual assistants. And of course, you could not able to, you have to give them emotions feed, like my mood is happy today, then only the bot would understand you. Otherwise, just having a conversation, bot or virtual assistants is not able to judge what your emotions, under which sarcasm you are gone through. So limited knowledge base, some yeah, data privacy and security, that is a major concerns nowadays, and some ethos we have, because ethical consideration is like a very important aspect of AI development. Some ethical brackets, some ethical boundaries which supposed to be defined, and then after you supposed to be prepare your virtual assistance. Some best practices or some benefit of having this conversational designs. So it includes like before come up with your virtual assistants, you should know who is your audience. I mean, whether they are the PG students or they are UG students. Understand their need, their preferences, their languages, define their goals, then what purpose they used to be asked the questions, and then accordingly you prepare your virtual assistants. In simple way, I tell you, when say 10 requests are hit to your say chatbot or say your virtual assistants, then out of that, it's my experience, the 4 requests are very generic requests. Someone is asking for the dates, somebody is asking for submission dates or assignment dates, and the out of that, the next 2 requests are very specific to the say subject. So this is very subject specific, and rest of the 4 requests are somewhere real assistance is required. Means when teacher you consider, when teacher used to be answer all 10 questions of students, nowadays he is not required to be focused on that part. He's supposed to be answer only 4 questions where an actual intervene of faculty or facilitator is required. Rest of the 6 questions, it means 60% of the part is being handled by your virtual assistants itself. So the rest, it means the 60% time you get for other work, so that you can invest for the other way to get the progress over the research, or to achieve the pursue your students best practices. So that is what a benefit of having virtual assistants, and we have to be looked in that way. So today it's hard, somewhere we feel like to put in efforts is hard, but once that effort is start giving you a fruits, then definitely that would be really take you from root to fruit, and that fruit will give you benefit for a long time for sure. Yeah, the test and iterations, it means the training, continuous improvement is required. Just having a common set, structured way for one-time implementation is not enough. You require to be keep them updated, so your bot, your virtual assistants can understand the new generations, conversations language, or their slang language, their jargons in well in depth. And sometimes they used to be have some keywords using to their language. So instead of saying why were you, so usually they used to be say you only. So that also have to be there into your virtual assistant, which will gives you benefit to understand what exactly they want to ask you. They never write thank you, right? The whole thank you is never been wrote by nowadays. So if it is a Gen Z and this Gen Alpha, then they used to be just say thanks. So this word has to be there into your dictionary. Then only your virtual assistants can understand the conversational language of what being delivered after your user. So this test and iterate is being a part of your virtual assistants. Taking you ahead with what impact this technology would have. The technology would have impact everywhere. Your AIs, your IoTs, and your virtual and augmented reality. Even this word I've seen into a previous session where they said VR and AR, but we have a time to talk. Virtual reality is everyone aware about. Now coming to the next generation is called to be augmented reality. The simplest example of it now, Rafale. Rafale is the fighter plane that everyone aware of. So when it's a war plane, which has a capability to produce or generate graphs in a year in a fraction of seconds by just sending some radar signals to the land, and when it gets reflected after land, so it prepares the whole terrain map at the flight. So this is something a beauty of having AR. It means you are not required to be rely more over the visibility, because early days the visibility is a major factor, right? So you have to be wait till the getting a better visibility for a plane to fly for. But this augmented reality is now a basis of these technologies. The terrain graphs are immediately prepared at the flight itself, and you can get the judgment of what land where at we are landing for. So this is something, the emerging technologies where at we are landing in upcoming future. Okay, that's all. I mean, now it's a part to go through certain kind of demonstration which I have prepared for you. But before that, there are certain use cases where somebody has said what the benefit of having virtual assistants, how they got the benefit of it, and that use cases they've been developed. I took it to that Sundarban College takes the AI chatbot route to teach their students, and up to what extent they got successful. Just a minute, link is clickable. Yeah. It's there. It's the Times of India article. So I send you this link. You just go through that. This is a really nice use case. So this Sundarban College, why they have selected to go for the chatbot route, and what problem they were facing. So they were facing like their teachers. They could not able to get the very competency, the good competency teachers for their courses. So in that case, how they have resolved that problem. The whole story is there with. So it's really nice use case to read for. And the feedback from the students, they have enjoyed, how they have enjoyed, and how up to what extent they have received the virtual assistance. So that is something what wrote after their principal, Mr. Tilak Chatterjee. So that use case I do forward you. If you get time, then definitely this use case will help you out. So I'm not taking you to each and every line of this one now, because we have to talk more about the practical. Yeah, taking you ahead to discuss something about, yes, here it is. Now, actually, if possible, now open your laptop and just follow the steps which I am communicating with you. So this could help you, and it will take not more than 10 minutes to prepare your own virtual assistants or chatbot. So just give you a reminder, chatbot is having a basic functionality, and if you want to extend that functionality, then you're supposed to be take the virtual assistants for serving your purpose. So certain steps, if you are good enough to understand the flow diagram, so flow chart is in front of you. If you are good with the contextual part, so contextual parts are there. So 8 steps are there. If you want to prepare your own chatbot, then you're supposed to be know, or if you want to prepare your own virtual assistants, then you should know what is the scope of your work, for which purpose you want to prepare it. That's very essential. And because after the end, we have to be take the evaluation. Does a conventional flow of it. So its conventional flow is very simple. Say for simplicity, I would like to take you. What do you say? So here is the diagram. Did I miss something? Say like if student is appear to my virtual assistant, so I would provide them a flows, whether you want to go for a BCA course or BBA course. All right, BCA course. So what syllabus it has, what subject it has. Then after, say for C++, somebody is interested for C++, which concept he want interested into. That has to be taken into the consideration. All right. So that is something called to be defining your or designing your conventional flow. Once it's prepared, then the next step is to prepare your FAQs. So FAQs nowadays not a new to us. So it's in fact quite old, quite old part to prepare FAQs to just answer. Those are very commonly been asked by this one students. So you prepare your FAQs. So similarly, you're supposed to prepare your FAQs. Once you prepare your FAQs, so then after you just highlight which keywords, because here when it comes to a virtual assistance, everything is related to the keywords. So that keywords, if it is a build, then the entity mapping after it is very much important. That entity mapping, and then after that specific answers preparatory part, then we will set up an agent Agent setup is not a big deal. We have to set up this agent by using a tool known as a dialog flow. By the time you just log in over the dialog flow, it requires a Gmail account. Those who want to do the practical alongside with me, so they can log in over the dialog flow is a functionality of and wait for a moment. Developed, then you requires to be train that agent. Training agent means model is there. See, we are not preparing agent or any model from the scratch. So it's like we are sending an agents of others. So somebody already have prepared a whole. So if you want to be start from the scratch, then already I've told you what I supposed to be used. However, if you want to be used to serve your immediate purpose, then I would suggest to use dialog flow for it. So once your agent is being trained, so you can integrate that agent with any of your platform. In case if you're using very basic kind of a platform, say your website for any of the purpose, then you can integrate that with your website or with your classroom, Google Classroom. You can integrate with the Google Classroom also. So you are not required to have something out of the box solution to be bring to prepare your own virtual assistants. No, nothing. So you are just rely on these free tools. Okay, all right. And once you have everything, then you can test, monitor, and improvise it. That's the whole. Let's go. I'm stopping my sharing. Either way, if anyone have any question, you can just put it over the meeting chat, so I can take it at the end of the session. Are we in a time, Rahul sir?
Yes, sir. You are in right time.
Sir, I have the
Right.
question.
Please shoot.
Yeah. So most of the time we heard that chatbot is a structure. So when we talk about that ethical and academical integrities issue, so many times it will get the challenges for the faculties, the assignments, projects, or raising the plagiarism concern, and it is difficult for ensuring the originality of the work. So how we can overcome these challenges?
Okay, to identify what your original work, to whether you are the real user or not. There are nowadays there are the softwares available, because it's very difficult. You have raised a very right question. It's very difficult to identify who is the artificial intelligence paragraph and who have wrote by their own. So it's a difficult, but nowadays there are the applications available which scroll like it over the various models and decide. It has certain kind of a patterns actually. So it's a mapping patterns, or usually called to be a signatures. It's in very technical word. It's called to be signatures. So basis of the known patterns or signatures or behaviors. So it's been decided whether it's wrote by artificial intelligence or it's been wrote by the original user.
So is it effectively for the rural areas?
Oh, what
Cost
I mean,
effective?
sorry, which one?
Is it in the cost effective, these techniques or the tools which is would like to implement by the rural background students and the facilitators?
Okay, here now the word like rural language, rural background students and the urban background students doesn't matter. Here what matters, does you have internet or not? If you have internet, then yes, you can use it. If you don't have internet, then it's a challenge for you. Rahul, sir, I do have correct to share because I could not able to see you. Yeah, here it goes. Yeah, Madam, Madam Shivganga, have you done with your questions?
Yes,
Because
ma'am. Sir,
we want
there
to
is,
take you.
yes, sir. I got the answer. There is a one question in chat box. Dr. Suryanshi sir had the question.
Sir, please.
The question is,
No,
how can knowledge resources centers provide chatbots and virtual assistants to
No
users?
question. I'm preparing a knowledge resources. So, Ravanshi sir, I'm taking your question and
Yes, sir.
trying to answer it. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On me. You can count on me. Just to give you, idea like how the LMS is looks like. So I've taken an example of a Simply Learn. So it's a really nice platform. So in fact, we are trying to get the similar kind of a platform. My screen is visible to you guys. It's a Simply Learn on a screen.
Yes,
Your
sir. It
screen
is
is
visible.
visible, sir.
Okay. All right. So I just want to be take a help because my student, as in you consider this like a use case. So you could see here the virtual assistance is in front of you. So it gives you option like a whether course certificates or what recording you want or what. So this is I consider this as developed. So you may have different elements because you are directly in a touch with this teaching fraternity. So I'm just considering this as a one use case. So suppose if I want to be inquired for a course, so it takes me to try to understand this is a different agents. Okay, the course certificates and recording. These are called to be agents. All right, everyone is perceived for a different purposes. In programming languages, these are called to be like your intents or methods or functions usually, right? So quick chapters are available. These are your FAQs way. If you don't want to have it, you get connect with your virtual assistants. So that will take you. The name of this virtual assistant is someone is called to be like a Arya. You can give the name by your own way. All right. This is starter. It's a welcome message we have. Please be with me. We can prepare our own first virtual assistants. All right. So please be with me, and if possible, open your laptop and start doing practical alongside me. Yeah. So what do you want to be have for? Okay, I do have some options available. I just wanted to know for some live sessions, which is there for. All right, they would have some live classes, registrations, recording related assistance. All right, they have that link, and my question is very peculiar, very specific to the live classes. Okay, the live classes of what? I want to go for a CISSP. All right, they will take me for the CISSP. Here is the step where we were talking about the prepare your own flow. So if the flow is clear, then only you could expect this is from this kind of interaction from the system. So the flow has to be prepared very cautiously. That thought, that use case has to be crystal clear into your mind. Then only you can implement solution to take your dream into the reality. All right. So attendance or what classes? Okay, class access. I want a class access. Fine. So it will take you to the class access. So that's the whole scenario I'm telling you. Anyways, after that, in case if it feels like no, this is something not my cup of tea, then you can talk with a real person. That is what a chat with us. Okay, if I choose for a chat with us, then it will directly give a call to who the support person who is rightly available for me, and that will give you options. It means it's a fallback system in case if, if, as I said, 60 and 40% of the component, the 60% of part is not been covered by your virtual assistants, then that student is really required. Someone is a real-time answer to the question. So 80% of participation starts here. So it will get connected with the real person who is behind the screen. All right. So to just get the idea how exactly the virtual assistance is work. So I have shown this use case to you. Let's start with dialog flow. So if you have a dialog flow, if you have logged in with, then this is what a dialog flow landing page look like. Okay. So now we have to be create an agent. Now you know what is agent. what does it have gone through agents means what? So to serve every purpose, we have agents. So for being say, for admission, I have an agent. For BCA course, I do have an agent. For BBA course, I do have an agent. You can prepare agent by your own way. All right. So say I want to be agent for of admission. So I give a name to my agent. Anyways, you can give name some bit interesting, like say EduMax, like the ARIA is named to given to the last virtual assistant, and I specify what version it has. So EduMax is the name of my agent. So I want to club all agents together under the EduMax, which has admission, BCA, BBA, MBA, MCA, all the agents all together. I want to be bring under this main agent or master agent, I would say. You require to be choose a language for the conversation you can use. Other than the English, multiple languages are there. You can prepare this as a one project. As I said, EduMax, if I chosen as a project, then you can consider under the Google project. All right, the timing also. Why the timing is required? Because in which support zone you are, that is to know for. So usually it takes time to create your agent, first agent. You have to have some patience until that agent should get created for you. Agent is function, or you say method, which is generally used in a programming languages. All right. Instead of methods or function, I would say class, right? Yeah, you know the class having functions, methods, object, whatnot. All right, it's been created for us. EduMax is in front of us. Now, to your left-hand side, you would find certain options: intent, entity, some knowledge base, and whatnot. So quickly, we want to just visit what the default intents are being given here. Well, the default intent, I'm sorry, I just want to be tell you the UI sections first. Okay, these are the control sections. These are the sub-control sections, and this is the last right-hand side is said to be a testing sections. Does my mouse is visible? Mouse pointer is visible, or how? Anyone?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Rahul, sir. Anyone get
Yes, sir, yes.
All right. A mouse pointer is visible, right? Yeah. All right. So here we have no intent means function. So in a case, just have a default intent. In a case, okay.
I request participant, please mute your mic.
Okay, under the intent, now you will find subsections. Thoroughly, I'm not going through each and every one. When your time permits, no, you please go through it. I just taking you over, you know, how it looks like. If somebody any irrelevant response, which is like a fallback, means which is not known to the bot, or it's an unknown question to the bot, then the bot will respond you like any of this response, like sorry, can you say again? Can you say it again? Sorry, I don't understand. One more time. What is that? So this kind of a questions they would ask you. Let's say test it so you can understand it better. It has no meaning, right? So I just click over it to test it. Can you say it again? So this would be the answer expected from this intent. So intent is method, and it comes after the responses. All right. So it's very simple. And if I write the same something again, then you don't expect the same response should come again. So it's a one more time. So any one response from this whole knowledge and pick up at any instance and can be shown as a default response for your question. That's the intent, actually, how intent is work like. Similarly, we have a welcome intent. So here we have a welcome intent. In a welcome intent, usually, again, see the training phases. In the training phases, usually user would ask you some questions which are very common, like somebody can ask, hey, hi, hello, namaste. Right? Namaste is also namaste. So it's also a welcome message, right? So this kind of questions been asked by the user, and if these are the questions, then how bot will respond back to them? Hi, how are you? or anything else. If you want to have very customized by your own way, so I just remove how are you, how are you doing. I am Edumax is name of my. How can I help you today? So this is what I want to be have every after any of my welcome message. Okay, I just save it. So now the purpose of intent is very much clear to us, and immediately to the right hand side options are available. Suppose if somebody says hi, then how it would be response like, hi, how are you? I am Edumax. How can I help you? Okay, this is a testing actually that the user interface would be different. Don't worry, we are coming to that part. So similarly, after the intent, you can prepare your own intent also. I'm preparing my own intent. Like I do have a fallback, I do have a welcome. In case if you want to have one more intent, say like if somebody says bye, then how your bot should respond then. So you have to go for a training phase. In a training phase, this user supposed to be right, say bye, or they may say after the help, they may say thank you, right? And as I say, the changes are used to be say thanks. So these are the words you can use to get communicate with them, and that's the reason how you can train your this virtual assistants. And in the response, what you're expected. So here I say, happy to help you. You can visit our website .com for more information. Me. So simultaneously, if you possible, can let me check it out whether all the intents are works properly. Sometimes model takes time in themselves, but usually they give you responses immediately. So if I say thanks, okay, happy to help you. Somebody say namaste, namaste. Then it's a welcome greeting message. Hi, how are you? So I think we have it. Well, it's not possible or it's not feasible to write each and every question this way. So what dialogue flow provides you is called to be a knowledge. So it's a way you're supposed to be prepare your own knowledge base and simply somewhere into your Excel or somewhere into your notepad. Doesn't matter, whatever it is, right? So I've just have prepared to save your time. Now I prepared some basic questions. So here I do have some questions, and this side no, I do have some answers of those questions. So it's related to BCA admission. So I say admission to BCA. These are the keywords. Remember the phrase what we have taught earlier. So keywords are required to be had. So this all the whole the bot and our virtual assistants is rely on your keywords. So what document is required? Aadhaar card, education certificate. So whatsoever, last date. So anything you can add then after. So I prepared it, and you're supposed to be save this into a CSV format. All right. So I have already prepared this Excel sheet. It has a not a big deal to be prepare your own FAQs. So questions and answers. That's it. It's a simple way to be prepared for it. Once you have it, go to the knowledge base. Okay, if I go for a knowledge base, though you are the will not allow you to upload your Excel sheet over it. So you have to go for agent setting first for that. So whereas you would have multiple agents out of that, Edumax is our agent, and you're supposed to be enable this option beta feature, enable beta feature and APIs. Okay, those who have no idea like APIs means it's a application programming applications interface actually. So this is APIs. So the whole theory is based on the APIs and microservices. Okay, I come back to now knowledge base. Now knowledge base is available to us. You can create your own knowledge where I go for the knowledge base to be prepared for me. Though it's first knowledge base, I have to give a name to this knowledge base. You can have a different knowledge base, all right? So this knowledge base is related to the admission 2025. So I would say admission 2025. So in case if you have a different knowledge base for BCA, different knowledge base, BBA subjects or subject wise, if you have a knowledge base, possible, no? So if you have that much of a flow in front of you, you can define your knowledge base in that way. So in a simple way, you ask your teachers to prepare their FAQs, their answers, and you prepare in the knowledge base here in the dialog flow. That much simple is this. Now what next? Once you have this database available, you have to prepare a database. So I create a knowledge base document here, say doc1, or for simplicity, I would say BCA admission somewhere, okay? Or just have it admission 2025 as a generic term. You just understand the logic behind. That's it. And what kind of a file you have? I have a FAQs. Extracted question answering means you have a question and it's a descriptive answers. I said already, if you have a notepad, you can prepare this under the notepad also. So I've chosen for the FAQ because I want to be enable I want to upload the CSV files, okay? And that's what I've chosen for the CSV file. Many of the time we have seen, often it's possible the FAQs are available on your university website or your institute website. You can give a URL here also. So that also being considered like a knowledge. So that all details can be get after your website. Once you have it, select the file. I get to my file. Get over the file. Here is my file in CSV format. If you can see here, it's a CSV format file. Yeah, it's getting uploaded and I've created my database. So it's a FAQ kind of a knowledge base we want to create. Takes time. All right, we have knowledge base prepared. Okay, so let me just refresh it. So yeah, it's available here. Admission 2020 given, no, it's available there. Sometimes or often the knowledge base what we have uploaded takes time for a training purpose. Okay, so just anticipate that time. In the response, actually, if you want to see the file how it looks, let's go to the view details. So here, like if somebody asks for a question like say documents, then Aadhaar card, education answers would be the answers of it. So it's a very straightforward and in very simplified way. Right? You can do the correction here also. All right, the correction is possible here in the file itself. So you can do that correction also. And after the corrections, you just save your database. Once it's saved, you can get back to the previous window where we have other options available. Sorry, this session may extend for next 10 minutes. Please bear with me. I try to finish it in said time frame only, but it may extend. So in a response, you have to take the response from the knowledge base, knowledge answer 1. This has to be enabled. All right. Once you have it, just save it. All right. Now your chatbot have or your virtual assistants have all the knowledge base with them. Let's try if it works properly or not, just for a testing purpose. If I say hi, okay, it has to be say like hi, how are you? I'm AKIMSS. How can I help you today? All right. I want admission for BCA. Okay, BCA. So it's a 12th December because the BCA is the keyword is picked up and it's been related to admission dates. So it has shown me like 12th December. It means my database is working properly. And if I ask, show me the documents, yeah. So it has to give me like a Aadhaar card and education certificates. All right, everything is working properly now. We have prepared with the dialog essentials. Okay, this is a background scene. Now we have to communicate or integrate this solution with front-end site. And to do so, I'm using one more tool, which is called to be Chatbot Builder AI. Again, free tool. Need not to be worried about whether it would be a cost incurring or what. Nothing like that. It's a free tool. You can use it. So log in. You can use your Gmail login credentials for it. Those are with me. Please just open chatbotbuilders.ai as a part of part of building the chatbot. Oh, unresponsive. And this happens if you are dealing with the technology. Technology always put you on a knee when you require their help, right? By the time this gets open, no, I have one more LMS system to show you. It's a Pocket Prep. So it's again one of the excellent, but it requires login. Okay, it requires login. It's taking time, unusual time. So here, actually, we have to do the integration. That integration could be possible with a front-end site. So we do have Chatbot. I kept it open, but it's not working. Sorry, in case if it is not going to open in the next 1 minute, I need to figure it out in a different way then. Maybe I will prepare a SOP for you, standard operating procedures. If you follow it now, then you could be able to prepare your own chatbot. Yeah, question by the time. If anybody have any questions now, please go ahead.
Pramod sir,
Yeah.
it is too nice session, and I'm really proud that you are from the Bhatt family. Pramod sir,
Yeah, please.
the question is, if the AI means whatever the tools we are using, and it use the share marketing prediction.
Your voice is cracking very badly. I mean, I'm not clear to your question. Could you please pardon? Or you write your question in a this one meeting chat, so
Hello,
I can take it.
Pramod sir. Hello.
Anjali,
Regarding share
yeah.
market prediction, she is asking.
Whether AI is useful for a share market?
Yeah, prediction.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
prediction.
Yes, it's possible, but remember, share market is always unpredictable. Even a war situation is occurred, war between Ukraine and Russia, and every it has a many factors actually. So I would say yes, it's you can rely on AI for it, but of course your own study is also required if you want to be use it to share market. I know I'm sounds quite diplomatic, but still, because it's a direct finance involved, so I don't want to advise you in a misuse.
Okay. So good evening, everyone.
Sir, just extension to this. Sir, if everyone is going to use AI for predicting share market, everyone, for example, then all people suppose. Then how it will be useful to people?
Right, sir. Nadab, sir, answer is with your question itself. So
Yeah.
everyone is a customizer, right? Isn't it? Everyone have a different objectives into their mindset. So they have their own parameters to be fixed for if they want to be predict for something, right? So the market, for a market purpose, there are the different AI models are being built. It's you can't count everything into one model. Like if I do have access to ChatGPT, so I can do something like a rocket way into share market. No, not possible. So it's a very generic. ChatGPT is very generic. if you talk about the virtual assistants, then virtual assistant is very specific to your market analysis. So that can help you a lot, and that every organizations like it's what do you say, Sher Khan and all, no, they have their own virtual assistants to predict the trends. So everyone have their own parameters to be set for, and own analysis tools. So definitely everyone's have their different predictions comes at last. Sir, am I answering?
Pramod sir,
Yeah.
Pramod
It's
sir,
not
I have
working.
one question.
Yes, please.
Sir, actually, suppose if I create a virtual assistant and a virtual assistant is a different and our institute website is a different. Okay, suppose if I would like to create that virtual assistant and I would like to open that with my institute website. So what are the hosting options available for that? Running a virtual assistant on our website.
Okay, madam. Answer to your question is here with this chart builder. Once we develop it, no, so it's an interface site. So I want to give you an actual link. It's like a API. That API you can use for put into your website. That then after you can use that virtual assistant into your website. I show you. Here is the option.
Okay.
Now it start
Yes,
working.
sir.
Madam, I'm interrupting you. Here
Hi,
is the answer
yes,
to
sir.
your.
Madam,
Yes, sir.
Dr. Pramod Kadam sir already implemented in School of Distance Education in virtual assistant websites. SDA
Yes, sir, I
websites.
know. Yes, sir. Just I have that question because suppose if we create again, yes, sir.
Okay. It is possible, no problem.
I show you, madam. Here it is. EduMax. Just a minute. I quickly it start working now. So I'm using Chat GPT, this builder to use it. So yeah, it start working. Great. So I'm using it's embedded to your chart, web chart. Okay, I save it and answer to your question, madam. What you have to do once you have created your interface, then it will give you a link which you can integrate with your website. Let it get loaded. Now it will start giving you a link. Yeah, here it is. You just go here and you can get the code and the link also. All right.
Yes, sir.
Madam, you
Yes,
got the question, right? This link. Now, going ahead, this link you just supposed to be put into your this one website.
On website, yes.
Right. That's it. This is what an integration actually. Nothing
Okay, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So,
Pramod sir. Pramod sir. Sir, you have given one example that some event circumstances occurred and 17% historical crash occurred. Will you repeat what was happened that one?
It's a related Piyush, it's a related to the NVIDIA. So that was a discussion related to how CPU and GPUs are being, what do you say, came in front of each other. So just having AI is not enough. My comment was AI is not enough. So affordable AI is everyone is looking after.
Okay.
All right. So just a minute. I think it start working. So I already have created the builder part of it. So here what you have to do for integration. All right. Then multiple options are here available. We have created our chatbot or virtual assistants through Google Dialogflow. So here you go for Google Dialogflow. It's nothing but handshaking. Okay. It's an API handshake. So it requires your authentication. Once you are well authenticated, then your system start interacting with your build AI. Please give me 5 minutes only, because though it's a demonstration part, I can't live in between. All right, integration has started. Where it goes? I've selected for dialog flow. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Now the agent which we have created that need to connect. My agent is the list of agents will get pop up here. So out of that, I already have created only one agent. So now it's been connected, right? Now my agent is getting connected with my chat GPT builder. All right. It means now the everything what we have at the chatbot site, which we have tested, is now available here. So I can use it for the further purpose. Like say, if I wish to have it, let me go to check it out. This link, ma'am, you can integrate with your website. You can see the chart EduMaxi, okay? And it start working for you now. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, this is what EduMaxi, what we have created for. Now I ask for the documents. Aadhaar card, education certificates, all, right? So they start integrating with each other now. So you can use this integration into your website. And if I say bye, then the final statement, happy to help you. You can visit to our website, abc.com for more information. All right. Up to here, story not ends here. Sorry. Up to here, it's a chatbot. Now we have to be look after AI to be integrated into chatbot. So here is the option, which is the AI side, and then this bot will get converted to the virtual assistants. Save. Again, I come back. Now I refresh it. Now I ask questions which are out of the context, like say colleges under Bharati Vidyapit. So which is not there into my dictionary. Fallback, the AI will help us. So now it's get connected with the Bharati Vidyapit and it will start showing us details. This is something called to be virtual assistants. All right. So we have taken chatbot is works like and how the virtual assistants is work like. That's all. That's the info for now. There are many things we may have this technical sessions, but that's it. That's all. I'm done with my presentation and the demonstration. Over to you, organizer. You can take a charge. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for listening me patiently and asking me questions. Thanks.
Thank you, sir, for really great information.
Thank you, sir. It's really a great demonstrations with the There's a live example we learned through. That is really help us.
I would be more than happy if you start implementing.
So once again, good evening, sir.
Sure,
Good evening,
sir.
all. Once again, good evening. We are now at the last part of today's session. On behalf of Abhijit Kadam Institute of Management and Social Sciences, Solapur, it is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks at the conclusion of today's session. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our today's distinguished speaker, Dr. Pramod Kadam, for sharing his valuable insights with us. His thought-provoking address has enriched our knowledge and inspired us to look clearly and precisely the chatbots and virtual assistants. Thank you, sir. I sincerely thank our director, Dr. S.B. Sawant, sir, for his constant guidance, encouragement, and leadership, which has been instrumental in making this program a grand success. A special word of appreciation goes to our FBP coordinator, Dr. Rahul Manzre, for his dedicated efforts in planning, organizing, and coordinating this program so meticulously. I also take this opportunity to thank all our respected faculty members whose support and active participations have added great value to this event. Last not but least, I extend my gratitude to all participants from various states across India for their enthusiastic involvement. Your presence and engagement have been making this faculty development program meaningful and successful. Once again,
Sir.
yes, sir.
Suchita Kanchi asking some question. Kanchi madam.
No, sir, by mistake I raised the hand. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you.
So thank you
Continue,
all for
continue.
being with us. Thank you all for being with us. We look forward to continue our academic interactions tomorrow also. Thank you all. With this, I declare that today's sessions are over. We shall meet tomorrow at 6 p.m. sharp for next session of day 4. Thank you all.
Excuse me, all participants, you switch on your cameras so that we can have a screenshot. All participants are requested to switch on the cameras. Thank you. Thank you, on.
Thank you, Pramod sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Attention.